doesn't send. We're grading things later. I'm on that grading
That's right.
scale.
That's okay. That's
Win
okay.
A+.
We have so many awesome games coming up this week, and it's hard to even pick which one I'm looking forward to most. What about you, Chris?
Hey, it's not hard for me. I am a huge fan of what Drew Brees does, and you look around and you say, is there anything Drew Brees hasn't done?
Right.
Yeah, there is. There's one thing.
What?
He has never beat the Ravens in his entire career. He is 0-4 against the Ravens.
He has never beaten the Ravens?
Never beaten the Ravens. It's the only team in the NFL he has not beaten. Now, #1 scoring offense in the league against the #1 scoring defense. Both teams are masters of disguise. I can't wait to watch that matchup, and maybe this game comes down to the other side. This Saints defense that's struggling. This Ravens offense that we've seen do some good things, but been kind of up and down. That, to me, is going to be a huge matchup this weekend.
A big Willie Snead revenge game.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
That's a good game.
I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, that too. That too.
I got one.
What
I
about
got
you?
one, Colleen. All right.
Okay.
How about the Sunday night game? All right. The Bengals, 4-2 in first place in the AFC North. They're playing pretty well. They should have beat the Steelers last week. Couldn't hang on.
Shoulda.
At the Kansas City Chiefs, that game got flexed to Sunday night, right? The Chiefs are twice in a row on Sunday night. How about the stars on that offense with Patrick Mahomes, 18 touchdown passes, and Kareem Hunt, and Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce, and on and on. This is a three-ring circus watching this offense. And you know what, guys? You know who doesn't get the credit for this? They have an offensive line that has given up the fewest amount of sacks in the National Football League, only 6 all season. This is going to be a heck of a game on Sunday night. Colleen, do you have a game?
Oh, of course I do. But you know what? It's interesting that you mentioned that because of their offensive line. The Bengals didn't sack Ben Roethlisberger one time last week.
One time.
Yeah.
They need to get after
probably won't
Patrick
sack Mahomes either
Yeah,
then.
we'll see. I cannot wait. I know this is going to be a big shocker to everybody, but the Eagles and the Panthers. I feel like that's the best
That's a
1
good
o'clock
game.
window game that we have going
a
on.
game.
And these two teams, they're so similar. Both have really strong defensive lines. Both have struggling secondaries. Both have mobile quarterbacks. I like what I saw from the Eagles offense last week on Thursday night. Carson Wentz, Alshon Jeffrey, they're getting into a little bit of a rhythm now, and I think maybe they have like that. It's sort of like preseason rust at this point for Carson Wentz. He's kind of shook off.
Carson made some of those MVP Carson Wentz
I
throws
told- he
like
got
the
it
last,
pretty good. I've been saying.
last Thursday night.
Yes.
That's really got to have people excited in Philly.
Right. If for me, hey, I'm going to that South, man, that AFC South. The Houston Texans, the team that I picked to win the South, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the team that most picked, not just to win the South, to win the Super Bowl possibly. And the Houston Texans, they're trending in different ways. Houston Texans won the last 3. Jaguars have lost 3 of the last 4. And I can understand you Jaguar fans giving up 30 to Kansas City, but giving up 40 to my Cowboys, that's some tomfoolery going on around here. It's some tomfoolery. Speaking of my Cowboys, that game they got against the Washington Redskins, that's an interesting game to
Good
watch
game too.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
game,
big one in the NFC East, too. And then also, we didn't even mention it yet, there's a big London game coming up 2 weeks